So were you able to get your numbers at least that we, I touched base on in regards to your goals so that we can input?
Where is it? I printed it out. No, I wasn't real sure. I thought that what I wanted to do is kind of talk through that. So
Okay.
I know kind of what to put where. So I was trying to plug it into the worksheet, the Excel spreadsheet.
So what we're going to do,
Yeah,
we'll do it together as long as you know what you want to accomplish for the year, meaning like, do you know what your GCI is you want? Do you know what your units are?
I would be happy. I mean, basically my goal is I would be happy to close 12 million every year. I'd like to close 15 million this year. I did 12 last year. I certainly don't want to do less than that.
Okay.
So that's kind of where I am.
Okay. What is your sales price, your average sales price?
I would say we're in the mid fours.
400?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is your?
Probably mid fours, probably 450.
Okay.
My actual average
Commission.
Is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
Okay, let me pull it up. Uh-oh. Covered you up. Multiple years. So this year I closed 12 million and I closed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Okay, you closed 25 and what was your commission?
12, I closed 12 million one.
Okay, and what was your average commission?
Let's see, I did 336 in commission.
Okay, that's your average GCI. Okay.
Yes.
And so then if you did 25 units, okay, hold on one sec.
Yeah, so if it's
365 by 25, that is 14,600 is your average commission. Okay.
Yeah.
So are you wanting to just basically kind of replicate what you did last year?
Yeah, I certainly don't want to drop below that.
Okay.
I would like to close 15 million.
Okay, well, let's see what that would look like then. Okay, so 15 million if your average. So you closed 12, 100, 1, 2, 1, divided by 25. So that's 484 actually is your average sales price, okay? So 15 million divided by 484, 1, 2, 3. That's 31 units. Okay.
And the average price was 406.
484.
I'm sorry?
484.
484 average price. Okay.
Okay. So, so then that would make your GCI. Okay, hold on one sec. If your average GCI is 14,600 times 31, that would make it 452,600. Okay.
Okay.
And so when you look at your business last year, what was your, what percent was listings and what percent was buyers?
Okay, let's see, my trusty spreadsheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 listings.
So of the 25, 8 were listings?
Yes. So that's 17, right? Is that right?
It's like 32%. 32% were listings. So we'll just do 30-70. Yet how are you wanting to get more like
I want to focus on listings. I am so burned out on buyers.
Okay. So let's put 60-40. Okay. Because that's really where we want you to be. And we'll just have to hit it super, super, super hard. With the
Okay,
listing.
okay?
Unless you
Can't do anything on this screen.
I'm going to be filling this out with you so you can see
Oh, okay.
how we figure everything out. Okay. Or if you feel maybe we just do 50-50, and then when we start seeing our momentum going up with the listings, we can adjust it to 60-40. What do you tell me what you're going to feel most comfortable doing? Seeing that you were 30-70, we can easily get you to 50-50. And we can get you to 60-40, but we're going to need the correct leverage in price.
Okay. Let's shoot for 50-50.
Okay, cool.
And then we can always build.
Yeah. Because in order to get you that, to that point, like I shared, we're going to need leverage in place for you.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to shoot 50-50. And right now I'm just assuming you guys are probably seeing like 1 day on market, right?
4, because you listed on Thursday and make a decision on Monday.
Exactly.
It's true.
So you're going to need to take,
4.
you're going to need to take, we're going to put 30, because if we put anything less than 30, it won't compute what we're going to need to care, have actively at all times. So you're going to need to take 16 listings, right?
Yes.
And they'll all be on your 4 conversations. This is just you and I. And of the 16 are going to sell. And you're going to need 1 active listing, meaning it's not pending, it's not coming soon, it's actively on the market at all times. How many listings do you currently have?
0 active,
Okay.
3 coming.
So we've got, right on. So right now we have a gap of 1. Okay. So with the buyers, what would you say your percent of buyers close? Meaning you've got them under contract, they do the inspections, their financing doesn't fall through, the inspections turn out great, and they close. Like, what would that percent be for you?
100.
Okay.
Well, I mean, so like I had a couple that terminated, but then we ended up finding another house for them.
Okay. We don't want to use 100% because, so we'll just use 95%.
So, but I mean, does that count? Because it was the same client. One, the inspection was terrible. I called them and said, run. And then the other one, he had a job change and it was out of their price range, but they're actually my next door neighbors now.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, no, that does count as a, that percent that you're, oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That percent that you just said, yes, that does count. That does count towards it being closed. So it's not counting against you. So I think that we just put 95% of your buyers close.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I just tripped over my dog. 95% of your buyers close. And so what's your average days on market? What does it take for you to get them under contract?
Oh my God, months? No.
Yeah, no, because that's what we're all seeing right now. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah. So I'm pretty lucky. I don't know if it's lucky or good, but I am pretty darn good at winning in multiple offer situations. Okay. I would say, I'm pretty good.
Well, because what we're finding is it's the inventory so low. They can't, they're not finding anything for buyers.
Right.
So it's not about not getting them in, it's about finding the right property for them. So what would you say your average days on market for that is?
30, 60, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure.
Well, we're going to put 60. I've got 90 right now because that's what I'm seeing on average with other clients, but it may be different for you. Okay.
I mean, if that's what you're seeing across the board, I really don't know my numbers, obviously. So,
okay. let's just put 60 for right now. And then now that you're going to be paying attention, if we see that it's longer, then we can adjust it.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to need 3 buyers actively at all times. How many do you currently have?
5.
Wow. Right on. Okay.
But right now I have no business. I'm unemployed.
What do you mean?
I have 3 listings coming and I have buyers that, are sort of, one is moving to the state, so it'll probably be April. Another buyer's ready, and
So then we want to make these days longer then, if that's what's happening, because see, if the shorter the days, the less amount of buyers. The longer the days, the more buyers you need, because it takes longer to get someone into contract.
Okay, then we should, you're right.
Okay, so then
Yes.
we're gonna put 90, you need 16 buyers. Of the 16, 15 are gonna close, and you need to carry 4 buyers at all times, okay?
Okay. Whew. I was trying to find my pipeline. I wrote it down.
Okay, and right here, if you look on this sheet where it says pipeline down there, that is where you're gonna put your pipeline in.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 active. The 5th one is someone that was referred to me, but I haven't actually heard from them yet. So I have them written down so I can follow up with their friend that referred them. And yeah, 1 is coming from out of the country. 1 is active and I'm listing her house. Another one's new construction. And so we're in a lottery type situation, trying to find a lot for him to build a townhome. And then another one's active, April.
Okay. Arian, can you please compute what the % of the goal would be right here for me? Thanks. Okay, so we definitely are going to put those in your pending, what you just called out to me. But first, let's fill out your numbers. Okay. And I'll explain to you what the pending also is. So, shoot, where's my calculator? Okay, so we are going to say we know that you need 16 listings that are going to close and 15 buyers that will close. Okay.
Okay.
You know that you want a $15 million volume. So that is 7,500 or 7,500,000 on each side. Okay. And we know that that GCI is going to put you at about 450 to 600, which is 226, 300 each side. And we know at all times you need 1 listing and 4 buyers. And 16 listings taken and 16 buyers taken. So year to date, how many listings have you had signed?
Have I had signed? 1, 2, and I'll get the 3rd one signed Monday. So
Okay.
2 right now.
We'll just go ahead and put 3.
Okay.
And how many buyers have you had signed?
I have 1, 2, 3 signed.
Cool. Okay. You see how this shows us where we are on track for our goal for the year. Okay.
Yeah, that's not good. I should be at 33%. It's March.
No, actually 25%, because this is year to date.
Oh,
So, because there's 4 quarters in a year.
that's right.
So this is year to date. When we get to the quarterly, it'll be 3rd.
Okay.
This gives us, so we have the overall picture, right? And then we're going to have it narrowed down to the quarterly picture. And you said you have 5 buyers right now and no listings, but you will have 3. Okay.
I have really 4 buyers. I have to take the one I haven't spoken with yet. I know they're coming, but I can't really count them yet. I just have them written down.
Okay.
So I remember.
No, you're good. How many closings have you had so far?
2.
Okay. Listings or buyers?
Buyers.
Okay. What was the volume?
I think one was 218 and one was 306.
Okay. 218. plus 306. So that's 524. Okay, and what was your GCI?
The one on the one that was 218, the commission was 4,295.
Okay, 4,295. And what about the other one?
You know what? I can't find my DA. I don't understand. It was new construction, so it got really wiggy and I cannot find it anywhere, but it was 3%. So 3% of 306 is 9 something.
So
306 times 3%, 9,180.
oh,
So.
okay.
And I keep looking away because I have a bigger screen over here, so don't think I'm ignoring it.
I'm over here just calculating, so I'm not
Okay,
even.
and I keep looking over to my right, but that's because I have the way I'm set up, my laptop's in front of me and my screens are over here.
Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're taking your yearly goal and we're going to break it down to quarterly over here. Okay. So your quarterly goal would be 56,575 in commission. Okay. And we're also going to take that right here because we're going to do your pendings in quarterly as well.
Okay.
The reason why we do this is because if we have a gap, we're going to first look at your pipeline. What do you have coming up? And then also in your pendings for the closings. Oh, okay. You've got 3 closings in March. We know that that gap, whatever we have, is going to be less 3. So that way we get a good idea as to what we're truly looking at. Okay.
Okay.
And then we break down that quarterly goal to monthly, and there are 3 months and a quarter. So this is going to make it 859. I always round up. 18,859.
And where did that come from?
That came from your 226,300. So
Okay.
quarterly it's 56,575 and monthly it's going to be 18,000. So
Gotcha.
for the year so far, you have closed this much. And because we have, oh wait, sorry, that was buyers. Because we only have a couple of weeks left, I'm not going to do monthly just yet with you.
Okay.
That next month, because
yeah,
I
have nothing closing
I have
this
to
month.
roll everything over anyway, and we're
right.
So okay, so for closings, we know that we need 16 listings. Okay. And we're going to want 15 buyers. And we know that we need to take 16 listings and 16 buyers. Okay.
Quarterly?
No, this is for the year. We're going to break it down. I'm showing you how I get these numbers.
Okay.
Okay. For the year. So 16 and broken up into quarters. That's 4 a quarter. Okay.
Right.
And monthly it's 1.3, but we can't take 1 1/3. So we always round up. Okay.
Okay.
And it's the same here. So you need 4 a quarter, which is about 1 a month, right? But we can't round up 1.3. So we just push it. Here's the reason why, because there may be a month where you've got a gap. And if you're aiming for more than what you need, then
right.
Okay, you get it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. You've had 2 so far for the quarter. Cool. And you have taken, you're going to take 1 more, and then you've taken 4 so far, but that'll be 5. So look, see that? You already hit your quarterly goal for buyers, and you are almost there for your quarterly goal for listings taken.
But I won't hit them in this quarter.
Well, that's not true. If you've already hit your taken buyer goal, if you get 1 more listing besides the one you're getting signed on Monday, then you would have filled that gap, right?
But none of them are under contract.
This is taken. Okay.
Okay.
So this, and
Okay.
so what we're going to look at is where are you priced? Once you get those active, see, they're not actively on yet.
Yep.
Once you get them actively on yet, that 4 days, I think you said it takes to get them under contract. If they're not in contract right away, we need to like have a discussion. What's preventing them from getting under contract? Okay. So
Yeah,
what's really
11,
challenging is like filling that pipeline with listings.
yes.
Okay. So if you go on 10 listing appointments, how many would you say you're going to take out of the 10? All of them?
I would like to. What's the average? See, I don't, and this is
we're gonna say 75%. That is like the good average to use. Okay.
Okay.
So
And everything is really a referral for me. So if I go on it, I usually,
the chances are really high. Yeah, I get
it.
Okay. So, and for this month, well, we're not even going to do month. Like I said, we're going to do quarterly. Okay. So every quarter you need to do at least 6, which works out to be 2 a month. So that's literally like 1 listing appointment every other week and 1 buyer appointment every other week.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions about how we report the quarterly and how we do the year to date?
Because I haven't done any, that's why. Okay.
So, and you may have to you may say, hey, I need for our first couple of calls, because we're always going to review these numbers, right? Before we get started. And you may say, I just need help filling them out. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Do them together, just like we are right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And so this is your quarterly GCI goal. And we know your quarterly closing goal right here. So how many do you have pending right now? Listings.
I have nothing under contract right now.
No new construction. You were saying something about new construction.
No, we're in a lottery to try to get a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't even have the lot yet. And normally we go into the lottery on Friday, but the lots that they were offering this week were terrible. So we didn't even try to get one this week.
Okay. So when you put something under pending, you're going to put it right here so that, for example, we're on our coaching call and we're like, yeah, okay. So we still have a gap of 2 here. You've got 3 buyers pending right now. When are they closing? Okay. And then you say, well, they're closing. One's closing the first week in April and the other 2 in May. Okay, cool. Because we're going to be going into our next quarter. So then we would say, well, if you've got 1 closing in April, we know that you're going to fill that 1 of them up in April, and then you have 2 in May. So how do you want to roll over that gap, right? You may say, I want to roll over the gap in May and just leave April as is. Or you may say, I want to roll 1 in April and the other is in May. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay.
So I'm being honest.
No, I love it. I love it. So at the end of each quarter, Allison, we're going to take a look and see where you end up.
Okay.
So we don't have any listings closed yet. And the likelihood, unless you have a buyer that's coming in paying cash and wants to close by the end of the month, it's going to be that you're going to have to roll these 4 closings into April.
Okay.
So you have
that makes sense.
Yeah, you have 3 coming on. And so let's say that you get a contract immediately on all 3, and 1 will close in April and 2's going to close in May. We're going to be rolling over 4, and that's going to make this 8. So how do you want to roll over the 4 that we have the gap? Do you see what I'm saying? And if you've got your 3 listings that you have on and they immediately get under contract, then we can just strategically plan how we move that gap over.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Awesome. So your pipeline, this is like super key for us to review. The green is 0 to 30 days, 31 to 60, 61 to 90 in nurture.
Okay.
So if you can fill this out for us, it'll help tremendously. So that we can see and we can.
That definitely helps.
Perfect. So when we open up our calls, Allison, what did you do really great? Like anything you want to share? How was your, the
Okay.
action plans? What did you complete? Cool. Now let's look at your numbers. Perfect. And then I'll go like this. So now what do we need to talk about? Like what out of everything that we looked, is there anything in the production part that we need to focus on, or is there something mindset wise? How we doing?
And what?
And I said, and that's how our calls.
That's how it'll go. Okay, so I see how it starts, and then we go into how, I guess for me, the biggest thing is I do have some mindset challenges. And how do I get to those numbers actively?
That spreadsheet. Okay. So that spreadsheet is saved.
No, I mean, how do I achieve, not how do I get to them?
Oh.
How do I achieve what the goals that I've.
Yep. So first we look at your pipeline so we can see what you have in there.
Okay.
Right. What do you have in your pipeline that we can take a look at and create an action plan to get them, to create that urgency. And how many calls are you making right now?
None. I think I told you I don't like to make calls.
And
but I do like.
What in regards, when you look at the marketing that you've done in the past, what have you done that works?
I told you I've been successful in spite of myself. I mean, I do farm my neighborhood, which is big. You're talking $700,000 homes, and I have sold 6 in the past 2 years. So, that definitely is paying off for me. I feel like I need to get serious about farming another neighborhood. I just need to kind of figure out where.
Okay.
Sorry, spam.
No, that's
turn
okay.
my phone and turn it off.
So this is where your GPS is going to come into, to be really handy for us. Cause I don't know what you've done. I know we had the talk and you've been really lucky with referrals. Knowing how many people you have in your database is going to be huge. Okay. So how many people do you currently have?
Command. Contacts. $611.
Okay. Of the 611, how many are Mets?
The majority.
Okay.
And
of the,
I do have a neighborhood in here of about 52 homes that I've never met the people.
Okay. And do you have everyone on a smart plan?
No.
Okay. So from now until our next call, your job is to go through your database and start with your Mets, making sure that everyone is on a smart plan, that you have their birth dates, you have their home anniversary dates, the date that they moved in. You also have their wedding anniversaries if that's applicable. Okay. So you're going to create a Google Doc to email to everyone asking for that information, right? And Arian will share our Google Doc form that we've used.
Oh, good.
And
I don't know how to use Google Docs.
And at the end of it, it'll say, who do you know that's looking to buy or sell? So you're going to send this email out to everyone, making sure that you've got like their birthdays, their home anniversaries, like the day that they bought. You actually should have that.
Yeah, the home anniversary. We do send, that's one thing that I do, just so you know, we do home anniversary cards on the first year of purchase, and I send them brownies. Okay. And then each year after, they get a card.
Perfect. Make sure you're doing it for their birthday and their wedding anniversary. And then making sure that everybody is on a smart plan. If they're not, put them on one, then following up with a phone call. Hey, I'm just checking in. So it's more of a client care, past client, because statistically speaking, if you make 20 calls to your Mets, you should get 1 lead, and 90% of those leads should turn into a contract and close. So of your 600, or wait, you said 52 were not met. So that would be
550, something like that.
Yeah, like 550. Of that, how many leads should you get? If you're going to get 20 leads for every one, how many leads?
20 leads for every person?
No, 20 calls, you get one lead.
So 550 divided by 2 is what,
20.
25, 26,
Okay, and then of the-
260, right?
so 550 divided by 20.
550 divided by 20 is 20,
Okay.
25.
And to 25, and 90% of those
550
will,
divided by 20 is 27.5.
so 28. So 28 at 90% close rate. So what is 90% of 28?
Times 90%, 24.75, 25.
So 25 deals right there, just in your database by making a phone call to your Mets. And what was your goal for the year?
31.
Yeah. So from now until our next call, that is your action plan. Okay.
Okay, so Arian will send, is it Arian?
Arian, yeah.
Arian will send a Google Doc. I don't know how to do a smart plan. I do have a monthly newsletter that goes out to my entire database. I have been doing that for a couple of years now. So I do have that touch that goes out.
What
But
CRM are you using?
Hmm?
What CRM? Are you using KW Command? No.
No, I pay someone. It's a company that does it.
Okay, because so yeah, so
What
that's
CRM I am using Command. I'm sorry. I
okay.
misunderstood.
The smart plans are in KW Command.
Right. I mean, and I can get someone to help me with it.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
very cool. Yeah, Arian will email you what we use, and you can just customize it to how you want.
Okay, that sounds good.
So you're going to send out the email, then you're going to follow up with a phone call. Hey, did you get my email? I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anyone's birthday, and just touching base to see how your year's been, and if there's anything you need, I'm here to help. And don't forget that I'm here.
Okay.
The state needs.
Yep.
Follow up with a handwritten note and your card in it too. It's all about relationships.
Okay, so that's my homework.
Yes, ma'am. Well, that's your action plan.
That's my action plan.
Yes. And we will make sure, hey, Arian, just make sure that when we're booking Allison's that we, also, well, it's going to be consistently the same
Right.
time. So, whatever date and time it is, Arian, just make sure that when you're confirming with Allison, you let her know Eastern time, not Central Standard. Okay.
Yes, I'm time zone challenged. I apologize.
Gotcha. But for this month, I think it's not the same day and time.
It's not, because you're in training.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So that
So
just reminds
So
for
my next
Allison,
two.
just
Thanks.
say Eastern time. Don't tell her standard. Central Standard.
Sure.
Okay.
And then the thing that you did send out, Arian, that allowed me to pick a different time because you're in training, it only allowed one, and it actually affects 2 of my calls.
I'm sorry. Which one? Which call?
The 18, I don't know, maybe we should do this offline because I don't want to waste Teresa's time on
Sure.
this. That's one of my listings that's calling me.
Oh, yay. Good. Good. Well, I'm glad that we got your numbers worked out. Really
Yes.
focus on that because it's the lead generating model within the MREA. Okay. We need to get your database systemized. You got 25 deals right in there if you start
Sitting
making
there.
calls and getting it systemized.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm cleaning up my database.
Awesome. Appreciate
Okay.
it.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.